everyone, it's Lynn again, and these are my hands. And I got my nails done just for this video because today we'll be setting up my bullet journal for 2020. Am I a bit late with this video? Maybe. But is it ever too late to get your mess of a life together? No. So let's begin with my supplies. Firstly, I have my Crayola super tips because I'm too broke to afford fancy things like Tombow or Copics, and then washi tape, some black pens in .38, the superior tip size, a pencil and an eraser, sticky tabs and glue for the stickier situations, and music, because everything's better when you have your jams on in the background. And without further ado, let us begin. And for the biggest display of dumbass energy of the new decade, me writing 2019 instead of 2020 and not realizing it until post-production. Woo! Firstly, I have my year at a glance, which has all the 12 months on one page, and it's not a really creative spread, but rather just satisfying to fill in because you kind of see all the dates fall into place. I chose to have a really colorful theme for all my New Year spreads, simply because I'm a colorful person. And here I am filling in all the months, and at the very bottom I have a little box for important dates. And to the page adjacent to it, we have my New Year's resolutions page, which is called Who I Want to Be in 2020, because I wanted to be quirky. In case you didn't know, I like drawing and painting, and I don't get to do that on a regular basis because my life, once again, is a mess. I am very busy. So being able to incorporate all those artistic elements into being productive, you know, making goals, planning out my week, is a really easy way for me to stimulate that outlet of mine, and also a way to motivate myself to get shit done. So as you can see, I'm doodling out all of my aspirations for 2020, some of which are just personal goals, and others that are things I plan on doing, touring Europe and Asia, and going to college, which is a very big adulting thing that I am scared for. Now I'm just going in with the Crayola markers and coloring everything in with the same colors I used on the previous page. And I'm done! I love this spread. I love how colorful it is and cohesive. And let's move on to the next page where I have my literature, cause I'm so relatable with the tweens. Reading, it's lit, it's fun, we should do it more. And that's why I have this spread with some very thick books so I can write all of the titles that I read this year. Mainly because I tend to go through droughts of reading or periods of time where all I do is read. And my goal this year is to read more consistently. Reading makes you big brain, kids. And it keeps you from doing drugs. Woo woo woo. That's probably not true. I mean, John Mulaney was an English major and, you know, he did crack cocaine. page, I just have these little circles to keep track of all the other media I intake. So I have the categories of TV shows, movies, concerts I attend, and albums. And flippy doop dop to the next page, where I have the beginnings of my January spread. I made this little gouache painting. It didn't take more than like 10 or 15 minutes, and that pretty much sets the tone for January. Pastel colors, a little bit wintry still, a new horizon. And to the left, we have something I don't really love. There's a January at the glance there, but I'll probably change it to a piece of artwork or a memory page. And that's part of bullet journaling. Everything you do, you're not gonna love, and that's okay. It's not meant to be perfect. You gotta make mistakes, but you gotta move on, because if you linger on them, you can't make beautiful things, you know? Then we have our monthly layout, which I start with just having a basic calendar with its boxes and the dates. On the side, I have a little cloud doodle, and to the bottom, I have my mood tracker and also my playlist music tracker thingy. And Appa, because I've been watching a lot of Avatar. I finished rewatching all 3 seasons in a week, and I probably could have done it in less time if I didn't want to do things like eating and breathing and sleeping and, you know, have a life. I cannot begin to explain my love for Avatar. There's so many components to this TV show that I love, so I'll contain that for another video. So here's a little lovely doodle of the adorable Appa. Yip yip, boop boop. And then to my first weekly spread, which I'll keep mostly empty because I fill it out as the week goes by. I'm just using a lovely yellow color to write in all the weekdays and then putting their dates right beside them. And if you're curious on how this layout turned out, here it is. Again, I kind of went with the clouds and Avatar theme because I'm obsessed with Avatar right now, in case you can't tell, but who's complaining? And that marks the end of this video. Here's an overview of everything I did today, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me, even though my style of bullet journaling is very eclectic and messy and not really cohesively organized. So I'm gonna peace out now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.